Here we are going to cover another library that's called XTMIS panel. So it's doing missing value analysis. It can detect missing data, the imputation, and then present the status of the data. So we start with this. So you can install it by SSC space install space XTMIS panel. So if you write it, you will install this library. Okay. Uh, that's So now we go to the library. So first command that we need to show is that command is very long. So I will show you the last part because the first part is that you load the data. So this is the command that you use to load the data. So you run it and then they don't do xt set. Okay, so like first is this, you will import the data. It has panel data, and if you open it, you can see there are some missing values. So it will you will focus. We will do the missing value analysis in this video. So at the end, you will see that there are 5,159 cross sections. Okay. So then now we declare it as a panel data xt set id code. So it says that it has gaps. So it means there are some years also missing in some cross sections. The first command that we need to cover is let me bring it up. Okay, that command is xt the variable in which you want to find the missing value and then detect and test. So when you run it, because the data has so many cross sections, it will show like this. Let me move it up. So it will, for each cross section, it will pick up how many missing values are there, how many percentage are them, okay, and is it low or high? The proportion is low or high. So it will detect you, and then at the end, it will summarize like this. So for the top missing value cross sections, so you can see 4.9% missing in the 68 cross section, so on. Then it tells you how many type are there. So there are dot shows data is available, X shows data is missing. So total 4,433 observations are missing. So then it checks that if the missing value is random or not random. So H0 and H1 is there. So the test, it says the test according to the test that it does in the background, and although the values are not there, but it summarizes that this is mostly because of the randomness. Okay, this is MAR logistic regression test. Okay, this what does it do is it calculates if the missing values are random or not. So it says that it is possibly random. Okay. Uh, Okay, so this was the first test. Second test is we need to check for sensitivity, means which method we can use to fill in the missing value. So this command usually takes more time if your computer is slow. It took around half an hour for my computer. So when I did it, it used these tests to fill in the missing values. So I will show you their names. In the library, you can see how many methods they have used. So first is the mean method, then median, then last observation carry forward, then next observation carried backward, then linear, then spline method, then regression method, then predictive mean matching, then temporal hot tech imputation, then KNN, K nearest neighbor imputation, then there is a random forest style, then there is expected maximization in algorithm, then there is multiple imputation by chained equations. So these are the method, and then you can see that what is the percentage change in the mean value. Okay, so and then you see that before missing value filling and after missing value filling, what is the change, what is the mean value. So you can notice that the best method is regression because it has the least percentage of change. Okay. Uh, it says that consider also mechanism test results when choosing MAR data, prefer MICE, PMM, regress, and KNN. And MCAR data, any method is acceptable. So it says that if the data is random, you can choose any one, but if it is not random, then you can choose these four type. Okay. Now you can also visualize the plot. So it says that use this to if you want to see the graph, but it will take a lot of time to plot this because previously it took me half an hour. Now let's go to the next step. Since we found out that the regression is best one, now we fill in the missing value using regression. So I will show you the command. So I will use regress, it will fill in the missing values in the data. So it says that there were 433 missing values and it updated the data. So this was original, this is after imputation, and it shows you the original versus imputation. So it is comparing the original data and the data with complete and missing values. So they are overlapping each other in terms of distribution. Okay. Now we need to check if the data is now when you do it, you can see a new variable is created where the missing value is filled. Okay. Now we need to check. We need to compare with other variables. So our imputed variable is here. So when I run this, it will generate graphs. When they are generated, I will show. So it has done this. It says that if you want to see the graph, you write this command. So if I copy, show me the distribution of data. So this is time period, and this is panel cross section value, and you can see that there is no missing value shown. The red one is very small, very few values. Okay, so this was visualizing the data with respect to other variables. Okay. So but then you can change the names and see other graphs also. So graph display XTMIS underscore BAR. Let me do it again. Typo here. So you check one by one. So it is saying tenure versus alert base, percentage of observation missing. Okay, so it's showing that still there are some missing values in the tenure variable. Okay, 1.5%. Then graph display underscore display XTMIS underscore bar panel. Okay, because there are so many cross sections, it will make so many graphs and show you percentage of missing values. Then there is close the time, percentage of missing values, how they change. Okay. Pattern rank. So when to see understand the pattern rank, you go to the notes. It will tell you what is meant by 2, what is meant by 1. So let's see if I can find. So you can see it here. Pattern rank shows how many observation of each unique missingness pattern. Pattern rank is most common pattern usually all observed, limited to 20 patterns and variables less than 15. Okay, so it can pick patterns. So what does it mean is that the one means the missing values are not there. The two is the the missing values, data with missing values. What it meant to say is that if there are any other type, it will show you other types. Now we show extremist density. We already seen this plot. Graph display. So data with original observed. So ln wage. So this is the second variable ln wage, which we have not paired. Okay, so it is showing observed variable blue, complete red, ln wage variable. So what's the difference is that actually the red one is the imputed variable, which is actually tenure variable, and the blue one is the wage variable. How we know? When I did the command, first one was wage. So this graph is technically relevant. If you want to compare, then you compare the same variable with each other. Okay. Next is timeline, panel timeline sector. Yep. So there are so many cross section. It will not show you the plot because there are 4,000 cross sections. So we'll do last one. Graph display. Let us show you all the relevant plots. Okay. So this was the graphs. Let's go forward if we have more. And then you can store this output, and last command is this one. It will do it for all variables if you don't write the variable name. Other than that, I have covered all the examples that are there in the library. Okay, so you can, for example, we can do this one. Let's say that we only need to do sensitivity analysis to mean value. Okay, because others take a lot of time. And then we ask him to make this plot also. So the command you can add it sensitivity. You find the graph. So I use this command. You can see it here. So let it load. So in this command, what I did, I wrote this command, XTMISPANEL tenure sensitivity method clean. So it gave me that if methods mean, so it will show that if you fill it using mean method, this is the change. Then I wrote this command, XTMIS tenure sensitivity method mean and graph. So it showed me all those graphs that we discussed earlier also. So if you just pick this one, you can see that how many percentage of missing values were able to be filled and what are not able to be filled. So this is the data. Okay, so I hope you understood the library. This is prepared by Dr. Marwan. So I recently follow this researcher and he has developed so many libraries. So I'm learning and also trying to distribute for others so that they can use in their research work. Thank you.